Hello, Anton the Wailing Banshee here, and I have the September horror pack, the Blu-ray version here. Took it out of the outer packaging, trying to save some time. So let's open it up and see what movies were sent this month. The first one is Hansel and Gretel. Next we have The Thing. I'm pretty sure this is the new one. Blu-ray and DVD. The third one we got is Gut. And this one, as I mentioned, was signed by the director before they sent it off to be printed, which is why it has both a signature and is wrapped. And it is a horror pack limited edition. And finally this month, we have Hellraiser and Hellraiser 2. Two movies that I own, but not on Blu-ray. And I guess technically now I've done a review of a movie that came in horror pack because I've actually done a review of Hellraiser. So there's one down. I can't remember if I talked about Hellraiser 2 or not, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm back for the second part of I'm back for the second part, I guess. As usual, I review the movies in the order of how excited I was to receive them. So first off, we have Hellraiser and Hellraiser 2. Making the top of the list because, I own them both on DVD. Hellraiser is about a man named Frank who solves a mysterious puzzle box that is supposed to bring him pleasures beyond this world. What he finds when he opens this box is a hell, and it is a short time later that he finds a way to escape this, but the only way to make himself whole again is through sort of murdering and getting blood and victims, really. And it is up to his niece Kirsty to stop him. The second movie continues Kirsty's struggle as she is in a sanitarium. Makes sense It makes sense, seeing as what happened to her in the first movie, and if she tried to tell anybody about it. Unfortunately for her, she's probably the only sanitarium where the head doctor is obsessed with this puzzle box and trying to get to that world. So when a gateway is open and Kirsty becomes trapped in that world, she must find a way to escape with the help of a young girl who's not much for words but really good at puzzles. So those are the first two Hellraiser movies. You can get this for about $8.50 at Amazon and for around $8 to $12 on eBay. So next we have Hansel and Gretel from the Brothers Grimm. Well, not really. They just collected the story. They didn't write it. They might have rewritten it, but they didn't write it. But that's not really important. So we have a modern reinterpretation of Hansel and Gretel. Now, this movie should not be confused with Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunter, even though they came out at about the same time. So don't confuse the two. I'm sure it's just a coincidence they came out at the same time. Anyway, you can find this movie. I found this movie on eBay for $5.50, but I could really only find one copy because the other Hansel and Gretel movie seemed to have much more of the spots. You can find this on Amazon for right around $8. The third movie, The Thing, which did have a digital download, even though it didn't say it on the cover. The Thing is about a shape-shifting creature that wreaks havoc upon an Antarctic outpost after it is unleashed. That's a tongue twister. So you can find this movie on eBay for about $8 and on Amazon for around $8.50. The final movie, that I'm not really showing because it's got kind of a bizarre cover of people getting skewered, but that's something to look forward to in a horror cover, skewering people. I gotta read a little bit from my cheat sheet because this one sounds a bit weird. Alright, so we have Tom, who feels like he's just going through the motions and becoming more and more distant and detached from people. And Dan thinks that he has found the solution to Tom's problem in this videotape that you just sort of have to see to, I guess, believe. And this videotape quickly leads to numerous other videotapes and a blurring between let's see what they say. A blurring between voyeurism fascination and threatening to dismantle everything around them. So, as the Horror Pack exclusive, it's hard to find anything about this. So, I did find a couple things on Amazon. There is going to be some sort of a Blu-ray release for this. I don't know what differs between the one that I got and the one that they're going to give out. I mean, this one's signed. I don't know if that's it. But anyway, that's going to be out towards, I think, the end of this month, and that one is at $24.99. You can also get the Amazon download for $12.99, so right around $13. So looking at the value for this pack, it costs $24.99 for the Blu-ray pack. On the low end, you get around $34.50 in value, and on the high end, you're getting about $53.50 on value. Of course, almost half of that value comes from this final movie and that Blu-ray release price. So it really depends on whether or not you need a physical copy or not, because you can get it much cheaper if you get the Amazon Instant Download. So I guess I'd put the value closer to $40. Just, adding a few dollars from the base and, not really taking that highly inflated, or not, I guess not inflated, I guess. So I'd put the value of it closer to $40. One of them I was only able to find the one copy on eBay, so it's not necessarily the best base value. So that's going to bring it up by a few dollars. Just overall looking for them, and then not including the giant price for the physical copy of Gut. So $40. That's not too bad for a value. And I got 4 movies. I was going to say 4 movies that I don't own, but I guess I own the Hellraiser movies, but not on Blu-ray, so there's that. And the Hellraiser movies are actually on their own discs, which is good. They didn't combine them onto one disc. So that is the Horror Pack Blu-ray version for the month of September.